You go to PB&J's.
There he is. You don't want me for an enemy, man.
Those are some serious scars, man. Now want a bullet hole? Shit. You some sort of secret badass, Pete?
You got half a life left to live, my friend. If you don't, you might as well be dead.
Oh, I am dead, Curtis. You didn't hear.
Bullshit. You got a name, a passport, as I recall. Frank Castle's dead. Pete Castiglione, he's got life. Anybody that had anything to do with what happened to Maria and the kids are dead. Mission accomplished. And I don't have a problem with that. Hell, if you would have asked me, I would have helped you do it.
I know that. I know you would have.
But that was months ago. Now, the only person you're punishing is yourself. You see, what worries me the most is that you've been in a hole so long that it's become home.
Maybe that's where I'm supposed to be.
Lieutenant Frank Castle.
The Punisher? He's dead. No. I told you. What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna find a home for this.
Unless I'm not talking to Frank Castle. You know, let's not waste time. You're Frank Castle, right? Frank Castle, the dead man?
Makes two of us now. That shit that follows you home no matter how hard you try, follows you home. And Maria, she knew it. She knew it, the kids knew it. Or sometimes I'd catch them. They'd be looking at me and they'd have this look. Look at me like they didn't even know who I was.
Come on, Frank. Come on, you didn't kill your family.
What if I did? There's many ways to get the truth out of him.
Look, Lieberman was a traitor. He was selling secrets. He was killed resisting arrest! Ah, shit! God damn it! Ah!
Holy shit. You don't know how to die, do you? This is rich. Tonight's the night you're gonna die, Frank. The third time's the charm. The frickin' Punisher. You're pathetic. What are you saying? You killed my family to get to me. Misdirection. A good player hides his hand, Frank. We figured if there were enough dead bodies, nobody would really care to look close enough at any given one of them. Now close your eyes, Frank. I'm gonna do you a favor. You're gonna see your family real soon. No? Suit yourself. Gun's empty, asshole. People think that torture is pain. It's not pain. It's time. It's time. Slowly realize that your life is over. It's over, Lieberman. Now all you got is the nightmare.
I'm not a terrorist. I have a family. I have a family. Why didn't he come to us, man? After Maria and the kids. Why didn't he come to us? He didn't have to be alone. We could have helped him.
He didn't want any help. He wanted to kill every bastard who had a hand in it.
He died. Yeah. Every single one of them, no trials. No bullshit. They died. Gabby's not coming back.
Brother, you are in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
You know how a guy misses a shot from 10 yards? Cortisol, see? Floods the body when you're stressed. Makes your muscles tighter, your reactions quicker. But you put those two things together, yeah. A little shake, plus a little distance. You miss.
Did you kill Wolf?
You goddamn right I did. He was dirty.
He killed a lot of people. You ask me? The story of Frank Castle's a tragedy. No one comes out of that well.
I need to find these bastards that took him from me, Kieran. I gotta kill them. That tape you made, they thought it was me. They killed my family for it.
You're gonna die, you hear me? I'm gonna kill you! You're gonna die!
Whoever you are, I'm coming for you.
I got the impression that this is not a man that's just gonna reach out to you unless he knows that you're alive.
He doesn't know. He might suspect it, but he doesn't know.
You're not gonna call him?
We're Marines. We can handle disappointment.
Maybe somebody else knows that you're alive and they're using Billy.
You need to understand, okay? I had two families, all right? I had Maria, I had the kids, and I had my unit. I was a father and I was a husband, but I was also a Marine, and I love being a Marine. I love that shit. And look, there were times whether I want to admit it or not, but I would have rather been neck deep in blood and bullets and shit and be with my unit than be with my kids. That's something I gotta make peace with. That's what that is. But me and Billy Russo, we served together. We did 8 years. He got my back. I got his back.
I don't know, Frank. You gotta admit, this is a hell of a coincidence.
Billy Russo's my family. He's my family.
I want you to tell me about Frank Castle.
Why don't you tell me what you know about Frank Castle?
Castle's alive.
You know what I think? I think that maybe the only reason that you ever wanted Frank dead was so that you could pretend that he never made you feel like a man about to die.
Oh, dear Lord God in heaven.
Not exactly. One badge. Two badge. And he died.
Madani. Yeah, Madani.
I mean, Madani was.
No, that's how
You
we
start
fix
talking about her ass,
That's
what?
how we fix this. That's how we fix this. We've been hiding from her this whole time. We don't need to hide from her. She wants the same things that we do. I have the video. You are the eyewitness. Did you see? We give that to her. Lock and key.
Stop that shit.
What?
Rollins dies, remember?
Oh, that's right. Everybody dies,
You
right?
goddamn right.
Yeah, that is right, huh?
Yeah.
Your family's dead. Anyone that ever looked at you sideways, they're dead, and you just keep on going, huh? You just keep on going. You're a psychopath. That's right. Yeah. You have nothing but a war inside you.
Put the phone down. No, all I wanted to do is, I wanted to hurt people. And I did, I hurt people. Is that what you want? That's called a K-bar. It's a Marine's best friend. You know, up close. I'd rather have this than any firearm. You see, with a gun, a target can get lucky, a bullet can miss what's important, but not with this. You slide it in, you guide it through, and you rip right into the parts of a man that make him dead. There's no luck in that.
Guns are a toxin in our society. In the wrong hands, they wreak terrible results. It's barely a year since this city was terrorized by the Punisher.
No, that's hardly the same thing.
Frank Castle killed murderers and drug dealers.
Where's the line, Karen? Frank Castle decided he knew better than the law and was tried for killing 37 people.
Frank Castle's not a terrorist.
37?
That they know about. Miss Lewis.
And you're Frank Castle. They said that you were killed.
Well, they say a lot of things, kid. You are nothing like me. You are nothing like me. People I went after, I stood in front of them. I looked him in the eye before I put him down, not you. You're a coward. You hide behind these goddamn bombs. You got a United States Marine here. A United States Marine.
Shooting a senator over a political opinion. Does that really sound like Frank Castle to you?
Castle is crazy. You tell me why crazy does anything.
I think if Frank Castle came in here to kill those people, they'd be dead.
If the papers are right, you're guarding the senator from your old buddy. You ready to put Castle down?
If I have to, yeah.
Castle's a terrorist. You believe that?
I think that if you beat a dog long enough, it goes crazy. Doesn't matter how good it was before. After that happens, the dog that you knew is never coming back.
You're gonna kneel and put your hands on your head.
You're gonna shoot me. Shoot me. I'm gonna walk down those steps. You do what you gotta do.
Where is he?
Honestly, I don't know. Do you really think Castle's the kind of guy who walks into a building he doesn't know how to get out of?
So, if Castle were standing here right now, what would you say to him?
What happened to you, Frank?
You heard the news about Frank Castle?
Sure, it's hard to miss.
He's a problem for us.
Us?
He has information that could be injurious to the agency if it ever came out.
You're asking me to sanction a man's murder.
A psychopathic terrorist wanted for multiple crimes. Think of it as decommissioning unwanted ordnance. That's all Castle is. A weapon we no longer have any use for.
You do this like this, you're as good as dead already.
It's who I am. Who I've always been.
That skull, that's a memento mori. It's Latin for remember, you will die. In Rome, victorious generals, they would return from war. And so they didn't get blinded by glory, they would have a slave behind them who would just say, remember, you're only human, you are gonna die.
Oh, well, that sounds good to me.
If they weren't there, how'd you find the place?
The phone we tracked. It's right here on the desk.
Shit, it's a trap.
He's there.
I'm gonna watch you die! Russo! The kid. Where'd they take him?
I don't know, man. That was me to know. You know how it is. I don't know anything.
Fair enough. Someday, sometime, this is gonna come down to you and me. Just know that, Bill. I'm Frank. Frank Castle.
He's a lot scarier than Pete.
But that isn't where you served your last mission.
I was part of a covert CIA operation. It was called Cerberus.
What was the aim of Cerberus?
Mission of Cerberus was to apprehend, interrogate, assassinate high-value targets in Afghanistan.
There is no official record of any such mission.
The reason why you haven't heard of it is because the whole thing was illegal. It was a private death squad funded by smuggling heroin out of Kandahar.
Okay, and who was running the show?
Colonel Schoonover, Colonel Morty Bennett, and your guy Carson Wolf, all deceased.
You killed them?
I did. What do you think, Bill? You think I wanted you and Rollins under arrest? Huh? Locked up? Nah. No way. I'm gonna kill you, Bill. I'm gonna watch you die. The worst thing's than dying, Bill. I wake up most mornings and I want it. I hope for it. Yeah. You don't know shit about that, but you will. You will. Yeah, I was wondering when you were gonna show up. Why'd you come here to tug on your little doggy's leash, huh? All right, Bill, why don't you bark for him, huh? Maybe do a trick, he'll throw you a bone, huh? He doesn't like that.
bitch, Rollins. You ain't looking bitch.
Did you know it was Frank who killed Zubair? There was no honor in that. It was murder.
You think Frank doesn't know that? That haunts him? That and everything that came after? Frank is resigned to die because he's not sure that he deserves to live. That's a shame.
It was always gonna come down.
This man's dying for your justice. Why don't you give him some?
Guys like us, Frank, we need this. It's all we're good for. Just a couple of assholes who thought we could have the good things in life. But we are not good people, Frank. Me and you, Frankie, we're the same.
Punisher? What a crock of shit.
Dying's easy. You gotta learn about pain. You gotta learn about loss. Every morning, I look for him, Bill. I look for him. But then I remember, it's gotta be the same for you. When you look at your ugly, mangled face, you remember what you did. You remember, Bill.
You got a pass, Mr. Castle.
Yes.
The country owes you a debt it can never repay. And for that, I am sorry.